Hey guys, been playing Raynor a little bit on the PTR. These are the talents I would pick if Raynor went to the live servers as is on the PTR. He's probably going to change a little bit though, because some of the talents, especially the early game damage talents, are really good. I feel that the talents I marked with red are tremendously bad and they need to be buffed before he goes on live, otherwise they are pretty much never going to see play in anything above platinum. Uh, they're, I would call them trap talents because they can bait people into thinking they're good, but they're not, because there's no way you're going to be able to get as much value from them as you want, or maybe as you think you're going to get. Green talents are the talents I would probably go in most games. Yellow talents are talents that are good situationally or map specifically. On level 1, Ace in the Hole, you deal more damage to disabled enemies, stunned or slowed. Because of the meta at the moment, which is basically everything is slowed constantly in every fight, Ace in the Hole gets permanent value, which is a flat plus 35 damage buff to all your damage, not only your auto attacks, but all your damage. That means your damage from your ultimates, your damage from your Q. Everything gets buffed by 35%. Exterminator increases attack damage to non-heroes, is a situational talent, and could be decent on, for example, Battlefield of Eternity, if you want to burst down that Immortal quickly, or even maybe a PvE heavy map such as Garden of Terror or Blackheart's Bay, if you were to play those maps. On level 4, you have Fight or Flight. This is the best talent. Adrenaline Rush cooldown is reduced, you gain 25 armor, makes you more tanky, harder to kill, really good. Behemoth armor is the trap. It's basically a quest that you stack over time and you get almost nothing from it. It's useless. The yellow talent here is sustaining rounds. It could be a good talent for solo laning as Raynor. Maybe you're solo laning against the Phoenix. Maybe you're even solo laning against the Lunara. Sustaining rounds could be good, but this talent I would only go if you're actually going to be stuck in solo lane and it's important for you to win the solo lane, such as maybe you're solo lane on Praxis. I could actually see that happening. I think Raynor could be a really good solo laner actually. We're kind of moving away from that meta of only having melee heroes as the solo laner, except Sagara. Anywho, on level 7 you have Unstable Compound, and it gives Give Him Some Pepper, an area increase, and it also slows, which kind of synergizes with Ace in the Hole, so now they're even more slowed all the time. Heavy Slugs and Fuel the Rush, I don't know, probably not especially good. On level 10, both Hyperion and Raynor's Raider are both good talents. They're situational, and by that I mean which talent you want to pick. Most people are probably going to gravitate towards Hyperion, but I could definitely see Raynor's Raider doing some work, especially if you're simply focusing down tanks, or if you want to put the Raynor Raider on a Tracer or on a Genji or something annoying in your backline. It actually does quite a bit of damage, especially if you upgrade it at level 20. At level 20 it has a DPS of 400, that's close to Tracer's DPS. Just Tracer auto-attacking constantly. I think Tracer does like 500 or 550 or something. Raynor's Raider does around 400. On 13, you have Rallying Cry in yellow, which means it's a situational talent. If your team is lacking movement speed, it's lacking auto-attack damage. I mean, it has a lot of that auto-attack damage. Maybe you're running a Vala, maybe you're running an Illidan or something like that. You want Rallying Cry to help them out a little bit. Could be good. Usually, I'd go Giddy Up, which gives you more movement speed in combat, out of combat, and also mounted. On 16, Bounty Hunter is probably the best talent for Raynor, because he's all about doing as much damage as possible, and then you want the Giant Killer. In Quick Match, in Assassin games, maybe the other talents could be better, just to stay alive if you don't have support. On level 20, I think this is a cool tier because basically all of the talents are viable. Execute makes you do more damage to damaged enemies, kind of like executing in World of Warcraft. Weak Spot acquired debuffs armor on Give Him Some Pepper by 25. It is tremendously strong. And also, a Hyperion upgrade is unstoppable for 2 seconds when you cast Inspire. It's not when you cast Hyperion, it's when you cast Inspire. So you basically have unstoppable for 2 seconds every 12 seconds. It's super strong. Raynor's Raider, as I was talking about before, does 200 damage per second at level 20. With the Duskwing upgrade at level 20, it does 400 damage. It is actually pretty strong. You can shut down those tanks quite nicely. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.